Hi there, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast.
For 15 years now, we've been proudly helping breeders promote hundreds of thousands of pedigree livestock with our easy-to-use animal management-driven website software.
And let's not forget about Hired Hand Live, where over $1 million worth of livestock is sold online each year.
We're excited to bring you market trends, sales data, advice from your fellow breeders, and stories from the ranch.
Our software makes managing your website and your animals a breeze, so you can focus on what you love.
So let us handle your digital chores while you tune in to another episode of From the Pasture with Hired Hand.
Welcome back to From the Pasture with Hired Hand. In today's post-sale recap, we're going to be reflecting on the 2025 cherry blossom sale that occurred this past weekend in Culpeper, Virginia, as well as the 2025 B&C Show Me Spring Longhorn sale that occurred this past weekend also in New Cambria, Missouri. At both of these sales, there were many Longhorns that found new homes and greener pastures to call their own. We'll be diving into all the key data from the weekend, including the most viewed animals, top-selling lots, both online and in person, and the overall number of views from hiredhandlive.com. If you're curious about how the bidding unfolded and which consignments caught the most attention, stick with us as we break it all down.
The cherry blossom sale wasn't just about the excitement in the ring or the online bidding, it was also about the impressive stats that showed just how much interest this event generated. From overall sale averages to the number of views on Hired Hand Live and other key insights, let's dive into the data that highlights the success of this sale as well as followed by the B&C sale.
In the cherry blossom sale, there were 46 lots listed in the sale. The unofficial total was 136,250, while the unofficial average was 3,431. The internet-only average was 2,828.
The unofficial total from the cherry blossom sale in 2024 was 122,100 and the unofficial average of 2,775. So this year's numbers have definitely increased.
Here are the stats for the B&C sale. There were 116 lots listed in the sale total. The unofficial total was 195,950, while the unofficial average was 1,765. The internet-only average was 1,498.
There were 19,573 total views of consignments online and 73 registered internet bidders.
The most viewed lot after the sale was Lot 44, WHC Lucky Shot, consigned by Volkart Cattle Company, with 740 hits. This was also the number one most viewed animal before the sale, with 697 views.
With the cherry blossom and B&C sales being the 6th and 7th sale of the year to be included in our Hired Hand Live Trends and Averages series, it takes the 2025 annual average to date to $6,919 and the internet-only average to date to $3,693.
Now that we've looked at the overall stats for both the B&C and the cherry blossom sale, let's spotlight some of the standout moments from the cherry blossom sale. Specifically, we're going to highlight the top 5 lots that were sold to in-person buyers during the cherry blossom sale. With these Longhorns not only drew attention, but also left Culpeper, Virginia with some pretty exciting new owners. Let's take a look at who sold and claimed these sale-topping consignments.
The 5th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was a tie. We have lot number 9, which was a sublot, H.L. Barron's Diane, consigned by J&M Ranch, and she sold for $5,000 to Nick and Kim Nicodine. The tie was with lot number 35, TT So Pretty, consigned by Tally Longhorns, who also sold for $5,000, this time to Ricky McLeod.
The 4th highest selling lot overall was Lot 3, 4C Knight's Hope, consigned by Culpeper Ranch. She sold for $5,250 to Will Honeycutt.
The 3rd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot number 7, Rodeo Cowgirl CPL, consigned by Commander's Place Longhorns, selling for $7,000 to Gregory Fennicle.
The 2nd highest selling lot overall to an in-person buyer was Lot 33, Dun Destiny, consigned by Rolling D Ranch. She sold for $7,750 to Matthew Carpenter.
And the number 1 highest selling lot overall to an in-person buyer at the cherry blossom sale was lot number 15, MM Lady Prophet on Safari, consigned by M&M Cattle Company, selling for $13,000 to Ann Gravitt. Lady Prophet on Safari was born on 3/10 of 2021, and here were the sale catalog comments about this consignment. This girl is out of the Prophet by 201 Miss Gunsmoke Safari. The Prophet daughters do a great job raising their calves. Lady Prophet on Safari worked really good with the 94-inch tip-to-tip at 3.5-year-old KCCI hanging on to you. So we bred her back the same way for a 2025 calf. This particular calf's grandams will be Horseshoe J Idolize and Miss Gunsmoke Safari. We wanted to bring one of our best. You can now visit Lady Prophet on Safari on Ann Gravitt's website at gngtexaslonghorns.com.
After highlighting the top lots purchased in person at the Cherry Blossom sale, let's turn our attention to the online arena. We'd like to personally thank the sale host behind the Cherry Blossom sale who trusted us at Hired Hand Live to make it possible for buyers from all over to participate. Some of the weekend's most exciting sales happened through online bidding. Here are the top 5 animals that found new pastures thanks to Hired Hand Live internet bidders.
The 5th highest selling lot to an online buyer was lot number 6, BCC Red Eye Whiskey, consigned by Blackwell Cattle Company, selling for $2,600 to Matthew Graham.
Coming in at number 4 was lot 45, Chinook Win Cowgirl CPL, consigned by Commander's Place Longhorns, who sold for $3,200 to Tisha Carter.
The 3rd highest selling lot on Hired Hand Live was lot number 13, Betty's Image, consigned by Rocky Meadow Longhorns, selling for $3,250 to G3 Ranch.
The second highest animal sold to an online bidder was lot 39, Maxim Lovin' is Easy, consigned by M&M Cattle Company. She sold for $3,500 to Marcus Mast.
And the highest selling cherry blossom lot over Hired Hand Live was lot number 44, Golden Diamond, consigned by Neltam Longhorns, selling for $3,700 to Greg Dillon.
Now we'll take a look at the top 5 selling lots to in-person buyers from the B&C Show Me Spring Longhorn sale.
The 5th highest selling lot at the B&C sale to sell to an in-person buyer was lot number 112, Lazy J's Priscilla, consigned by Lazy J Longhorns, selling for $3,100 to Donnie Volkert.
The 4th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot 34, Bayou Sassy, consigned by Roberts Longhorns. She sold for $3,200 to Dave Belgren.
The 3rd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer during the B&C sale was lot number 5, TP Purple Haze, consigned by Peterson Longhorns, selling for $3,300 to Howard Crook.
The 2nd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot 32, Sotillo Artemis 821, consigned by DLB Cattle. She sold for $4,000.
And the highest selling lot in the B&C sale to an in-person buyer was lot number 86, SR Clouts Found Grace 91111, consigned by Robeson Ranch, selling for $5,000 to Jason Kraft. SR Clouts Found Grace was born 8/19 of 2019, and here were the sale catalog comments about her from the B&C Show Me Spring Longhorn sale. Grace is a big-bodied cow with great conformation, measuring 81 inches tip-to-tip on 10/17/24. She's got a great bloodline, giving you the 91-inch tip-to-tip Sonny's Dream Girl, Jamaicism, and Texavan horn on the top side. From the dam, you're getting Hubble's 20 gauge.
After highlighting the top lots purchased in person at the B&C sale, now we'll go over the top 5 lots purchased from online buyers.
There was a 3-way tie for the 5th highest selling lots over Hired Hand Live, so I'll go over those now. We have lot number 105, ECR Amore Senorita, consigned by Hubble Longhorns, selling for $1,900 to Willing Smith. Lot number 62, FL Dottie West, consigned by Woodson School Ranch, selling to Wes Autry. And lot number 54, Point Mile, consigned by DG Longhorns, selling to Gwen D'Amato.
There was also a tie for 4th place. The first lot is lot 77, RJL Hope Diamond, consigned by Delvic Farms, who sold for $2,000 to Willing Smith. And lot 101, ECR Floral Oasis, consigned by Hubble Longhorns, and she sold to Jeremy Edwards.
The 3rd highest selling lot over Hired Hand Live during the B&C sale was lot number 106, Hubble's Winning Catch, consigned by Hubble Longhorns, selling for $2,100 to Jeremy Edwards.
And the second highest selling lot to an online bidder was lot 100, BL Diddy DO X, consigned by Hubble Longhorns. She sold for $2,200 to Vicki Boyd.
And topping out the internet sales during the B&C sale was lot number 49, JL Mrs. Rose, consigned by Might As Well Ranch, selling for $3,100 to Brad Week.
With the top online sales covered for both the Cherry Blossom and B&C, let's take a closer look at the impact Hired Hand Live's internet bidding had on the weekend sales. Hired Hand Live continues to bridge the gap between buyers and sellers, no matter where they're located, and stats from the Cherry Blossom and B&C speak for themselves. Here's a breakdown of the influence our online platform had during the Cherry Blossom sale.
There was $19,800 value added through internet bidding, 48 online bids, 7 lots sold to 7 different online buyers, and with this sale taking place in Culpeper, Virginia, our furthest internet buyer was located in Texas, about 1,500 miles away from where the Cherry Blossom sale was held.
Now we'll shift gears back to the B&C Show Me Spring sale. There was $37,450 value added through internet bidding, with 485 online bids, 25 lots sold online to 14 different online buyers. With this sale taking place in New Cambria, Missouri, our furthest internet buyer was located in Arizona, about 1,100 miles away from where the sale was held.
And now let's hear from our advertisers.
Do you sometimes feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it all figured out? Rural life can be isolating, but it doesn't have to be.
Welcome to Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, the podcast for women who are craving connection, laughter, solidarity, camaraderie, and just overall encouragement in your everyday life and dreams.
Each week, your hosts, Annalise, that's me, and Courtney will cover topics such as farm life, mom life, making money online, side hustles, hobbies, sharing on social media, jobs off the farm, and so much more.
Us rural gals need to stick together, so saddle up for some fun, real, and unsolicited advice and stories from our everyday farm lives.
Grab a drink, we're Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, and we're here to help. Listen wherever you find podcasts.
Are you a new Longhorn breeder eager to educate yourself on market trends and sale prices? Stay in the loop with our text messages. Get the latest updates, events, and insider tips on all things Longhorns delivered straight to your phone.
Stay informed by texting website to 888-700-8131, then reply with Longhorns. That's website to 888-700-8131. Sign up today and take your breeding program to the next level.
Looking for top quality Longhorns and a taste of true Texas spirit? Look no further than Cantera Cattle Company. Our passion for Longhorns shines at Old Gringo Ranch, where tradition meets excellence. Visit us online at CanteraCattleCompany.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates and ranch life fun. Ready to experience it yourself? Schedule your visit by emailing canteracattle@gmail.com. Remember, God is great, Longhorns are good, and life is crazy.
When it comes to buying and selling livestock, trust is everything. At Hired Hand Live, we have a platform that breeders and buyers rely on, whether participating in a live auction, an internet-only event, or hosting their own online auction. Our secure, user-friendly system ensures that your bid counts, and every transaction is backed by our commitment to integrity.
Whether you're a part of a consignment sale or planning your own internet auction, Hired Hand Live connects breeders and buyers live and online. Discover why breeders trust us with their livestock auctions. Visit hiredhandlive.com today.
From the Pasture by Hired Hand is presented by R3 Hilltop Ranch. Located in Chilton, Texas, R3 Hilltop Ranch has been breeding registered Texas Longhorns since 2006. What began as 3 heifers has grown into our current herd, which you can explore on our website at r3hilltop.com. We're passionate about loud colors, longhorns, and docile temperaments, but it's the easy-keeping, low-maintenance traits of Texas Longhorns that initially attracted us and continue to drive our herd growth. In addition to livestock, we proudly offer certified Longhorn beef products. Visit r3hilltop.com/beef to learn more. Thank you for listening and enjoy exploring our ranch online at r3hilltop.com.
Now we're going to transition to the NLFR results. Let's talk about one of the most exciting ongoing competitions in the Longhorn industry. The Cherry Blossom for Charity, held in conjunction with this weekend's cherry blossom sale, brought some changes to the leaderboard, and we've got the updated standings to share with you. Here are the latest results to see how this weekend's consignments impacted the race. The NLFR top heifers that we're about to read have last been updated on the NLFR website following the Bluegrass for Charity, which occurred on April 11th, 2025.
Coming in at first place is Horseshoe J Isabella, entered by Jimmy Jones, and she currently has 455.5 points.
Coming in at second place is G's 441, entered by Bryant Cattle Company, and she has 453.5 points.
In third place is M7 Casino's Charm, entered by M7 Longhorns. She has 453.5 points.
Coming in fourth place is M7 Rose's Valentine, entered by M7 Longhorns, with 453 points even.
In the fifth place is Innovated Morning, entered by Bryant Cattle Company, and she ended with 452.5 points. Now we'll go over the NLFR top 5 bulls. And again, this has been updated after the Bluegrass sale.
In first place is the bull Box Office, owned by Terry and Tammy King, with 459.5 points.
In second place is M7 Double Jack, entered by the Jones-Wilson Partnership, and he ended with 456.75 points.
In third place for bulls is Valor 45, owned by Bryant Cattle Company, with 456.5 points.
In fourth place is Diablo Checks, entered by Marcus Cartwright. He ended with 454.5 points.
And rounding out the top 5 bulls in the NLFR to date is Red River Firestorm, owned by Circle A Longhorns, with 454.25 points.
Now we'll talk about the class winner from each lot at this past weekend's Cherry Blossom for Charity.
Starting with heifers, the Class 1 winner was Rustic Just Purdy, owned by Don Ryder Carter, and she received 221 points.
The Class 2 winner was Cody's Hired Glory, entered by Guy and Charlotte Cody, who ended with 225.5 points.
The Class 3 winner was TT Aria, owned by John and Christine Talley, with 231.5 points.
The Class 4 winner was Horseshoe J Isabel, entered by Jimmy Jones, and she had 230.75 points.
The Class 5 winner at the Cherry Blossom for Charity was Dunn Twilight, entered by Nancy Dunn. She received 231.5 points.
The Class 6 winner, Tough Mint LP, entered by Lonesome Pines Ranch, ended with 229.5 points.
The Class 7 winner, Mind Your Biscuits, was entered by Kyle and Leah James and received 228.25 points.
The Class 8 winner, HL Over a Barrel, entered by Siller Longhorns, ended with 230.5 points.
The Class 9 winner, 50 Grand BCC, entered by John and Natalie Cheney, received 231 points.
Fun fact, she was also the NLFR champion heifer last year in 2024. The Class 10 winner was Dutch Mac, entered by Della Lentz, and she ended with 228 points.
The Cherry Blossom for Charity also crowned a junior champion and a senior champion, so we'll go over those now. The junior champion was Class 3, TT Aria, entered by John and Christine Talley, and she had 231.5 points.
So the senior champion was from Class 9, 50 Grand BCC, entered by John and Natalie Cheney, and she, again, had 231 points.
If you've been following along with our social media, you know that we've been having a contest during the month of April, asking folks who are attending upcoming sales that Hired Hand Live will be at to comment what they're most excited about or to list someone they'd like to hear from on our podcast. And now we're going to announce the Week 3 winner from that contest.
Our Week 3 winner is Sharrold from Square One Longhorns. So Cheryl, I guess watching them in the mail for your cup.
Follow along our social media and comment on this week's coming special post when we make it. We love hearing your suggestions for future podcast topics or guests or about what you're looking forward to with this weekend's upcoming sales.
Looking ahead, we're excited to announce the next sale we'll be attending with Hired Hand Live, which means another post-sale recap will follow shortly. After the next event on our schedule is the Texoma Spring Classic, and to help you get ready, we'll be releasing a pre-sale informational podcast on Tuesday, April 22nd. We'll be joined by the sale host as our guest to give you all the inside details, exciting consignments, and updates you won't want to miss. Be sure to tune in and stay up to date with everything you need to know about this upcoming sale.
That wraps up our Cherry Blossom and B&C sale recap. We hope that you enjoyed hearing about the Longhorns who've now moved on to new pastures. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future updates on From the Pasture with Hired Hand. Until next time, take care of your cattle, enjoy the pastures you roam, and we'll see you soon.